is a very good app, much like Microsoft Word, for typewritten documents. It's great for taking notes and for any written assignments. To start a new document, you would hit the plus at the top left corner, and you can click Create a New Document, and then you have a variety of templates to choose from. One to use most often is the blank one, and it's what I've had students use for taking notes and writing assignments, or for anything that I need to type or write up. At the top here we have the Documents button, which will take you right out back to that first screen. And at the right we have a wrench, which gives you a variety of things, options to do with your document. And then next to that we have a plus sign, which allows you to incorporate a few different things like media, which are photos from this from the camera on the iPad, different types of tables that you can pick from. There are different kind of charts that can be made and included in the document, and there are different kind of shapes that can also be included in the document. And next to that we have a brush that allows you to kind of format the work once it's written. We also have different options for the writing and the format of the paper or the writing document, and also if you'd like to insert any bullets or number any of the notes or any of the written work. And so I'll go ahead and show you right below that bar we have another toolbar that can be not seen or hidden by clicking the X there on the very right. And in the middle we have the different options for the typing. We have different font styles that can be chosen from. There are the different sizes that you can pick in typing, and so let me type something to show you the different sizes. You'd have to highlight the text if it's already written. If not, you can just click either the bigger letter, capital letter A, which will just increase the size, or the smaller letter A on the left that will decrease the size. And next to that you can make the font bold, italicize it, or underline it. And next to that we just have some different formatting if you want to center your text, or line it up all the way to the right or to the left by clicking either of those buttons. So this is really good for writing notes and for any written assignments. And but to exit back out, another great thing about Pages is if you click the very left button, Documents, at the top left, you can see everything that's in the Pages app, anything that you've created. You can also be very organized with this. If you see this here, it's called folder 4, but if you notice there's a couple different documents that I've saved in there. We have a blank one, kind of like the one I had just opened up in the middle, but on the left we have a recipe that I had students make, and it's jiggling like that because you can move things around. You can move them out of the folder, but once you click done on the top right, they will stop jiggling. Then if you press on it, oh, I did it again. Okay, so if you see, I can open up this, and this was a template that I got from this Pages format that I had the students create a recipe in. And so this is something that you can actually save and email out and open in a different, and on a computer in Microsoft Word. I can show you how to do that. If you look at the very top right, again with the wrench, you'd click Share and Print, and so you can email the document, or you can open it in another app. If you press Open in another app, you can click the different formats, and you should typically pick Word if you would like to edit it. And then it'll allow you to choose which app you're going to open it. To open it on a computer, you would either have to upload it to Google Drive or into Dropbox, and you can access it through there. But it also allows you to open it up in different apps like Notability or Annotate. Now I'm going to cancel that. And I'm going to come out of this recipe by clicking the documents on the left again, and I will show you an example of a brochure that I also had students make. And this was another template that I just picked out, and the students were able to use their iPad and use the program pages to edit. Oops, there was supposed to be a second page to that. And you can see that they can click different types of fonts and just organize it in the different columns, and they also added pictures. This picture here that I just highlighted is actually a picture they took with their iPad. It's a picture of our textbook, and you can see the classroom on the top there. You can delete something like this by clicking the options, and if you click the undo button right next to the documents, it will bring something back or redo something that you had taken off accidentally. So it's much like Word, all the little tools and all its abilities are pretty much like Microsoft Word. That's why I think it's one of the most easiest for everyone to use. And I'd like to show you just how to organize it a little bit more. If you click where it says folder 4, you'll be able to change the folder name. Oh, it's already taken. Let's see. We'll just do period 1, which is our Spanish class. Okay. And another thing that I had students do was create Mother's Day cards. So if you can see, I have picked different templates here. It's great for many different type of projects also. I really like this, and I've had students use it, and I can show you their work. Let's see. Let's take a look at Evans here. He incorporated a graph too for one of the activities that we had to do in class, and so their work is very organized. And it also checks their spelling. As you can see here, everything is underlined because it's in Spanish. If you change the language to a different language on the iPad, it wouldn't be highlighted if it was in Spanish, but it is, since the language of the iPad is English. And so what I did with students is I had them always email me their work, and I checked it instead of using Pages so that they could see my corrections, is that I opened it up in a different app. So I'm going to exit out to show you the other app I opened it up, just so you can see how I was able to correct that. And I used neu Annotate mostly to make some corrections. Right, so I like to use neu Annotate to check the students' work, but it's good for incorporating any pictures or images. You can also just make notes and scribble anything you need to. This is a student's work that I went through, and as you can see, I added some text in here just to help make some corrections. I also added some good positive feedback here saying muy bien, which means well done. And I also added this little graphic of a little puppy dog just to make it kind of cute for them or interesting to look at. And how I added that was at the top right here, we have this first icon, from which you can include like different shapes. Then next to it we have the one from which I was able to get the little puppy stamp, and there's all kinds of different icons you can include, or different graphics you can include. If you scroll down all the way to the bottom, there's a lot to pick from. You can make it look like there's little post-it notes in it, all kinds of different things. And next to that one, we have a picture of like a mountain. That's the one that you can use to incorporate any pictures from your photo cameras. And next to that is gives you the ability to include some text. So once you click in the text box, you can type something in and add it by clicking the plus sign. And if you look, you have to look kind of closely because it will pop up in the, oh goodness, in the document somewhere. So using the hand, you can kind of drag it. Using the little circles, you can make it bigger. Also gives you the ability to cut it out or paste it or throw it in the trash if you'd like. Different things. Now also, besides just text that you can include, you can also do some type of like pencil or pen marks by clicking any one of the colors or crayon looking like icons at the top. For example, this red one here, you can go through and make any kind of markings. So what I like to do with this one is enlarge the document by using my fingers, and I can go through and kind of make any marks that I needed, like for accent marks, or cross out any words that were unnecessary, or even write in it. It's just that when you're writing, it's a little bit difficult, so I like to use the text more than that. You can also include different lines if you'd like, different types of shape. So you kind of just have to play around with it. What I like to do with this is email the work right back to the students so they can see what they did and how well they did. And I just click the mail button, and you can pick PDF and click done, and then pops up the window for email. And as you can see, they can see it right from their email, or they can open it as a PDF file from the computer too. So I'll just cancel that. And I like using this Annotate app because it allows me to make it look more like a teacher corrected it, as opposed to in Pages where it's mostly just their work and you can see more typing instead.